Kokopauli. It's so rugged out here that the trail often gets just covered with downfall. Look at that. Anybody home? Nobody home. So that little clear spot, that little notch, is where you come off the north rim to start the Shiva Saddle route. So there are spider webs, there it is, that are just flying around on the updraft out of this canyon. Isn't that amazing? That's a spider web. Hey, somebody's taking bites out of this cactus. There's the saddle. And there's Shiva Temple. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Gee. So this is the route through the Coconino up to Shiva Temple. I'm almost through the Coconino. Ha! Look what somebody did along the route. That's a bone. Look at these wonderful little Indian routes going up. Isn't that neat? A little trail. That Indian route led me to this low shelf. And you can see by the sun, that's the top right there. I've made it. Right where the route comes out on top, I found these two. These might be left over from that 1937 expedition. And Kolb wanted to be the leader because he knew the area, but they wouldn't let him. So Kolb got all pissed off, came up here with his daughter before the expedition. And for history, someone has put the old original tissue paper that Kolb's daughter kissed, and they left it up here for the expedition and all those guys to prove that they weren't the first. Isn't that great? Looks like an old fossil. Here's a nice panorama shot from the north side of Shiva. That's Isis on the right. That's Phantom Canyon. Now you're looking up at the north rim. and the saddle down below me there, below the promontory, and then Dragon Canyon, Dragon Head at the top, and then just coming into view now, Shiva Temple. Boy, look at that overhanging Coconino. You sure have to know the right route, or you'd really get cliffed out, boy. I'm finding an unusual amount of chert flakes. It's a very hard material that can flake. I think this is a flint knapping area, which is kind of cool because, watch this. If I just pan up, boom. Isis. Isn't that great? Nice place to flint knap. Boy, there's a promontory for the Indian braves to go out and test their mettle. So actually you can see the route through the Coconino. If I zoom in, down at the base of the Coconino, you're going to see a broad, flat ramp. Down in the lower right, you go along that ramp, traversing to the right, and then you basically work your way up into all that jumbled stuff. A lot of chimneys. I'm starting to get over on the south side of Shiva now. I'm on the south side of Shiva now. I'm zoomed into the bed of Trinity. I hiked down there once. Hey, now that is a Ponderosa pine. Because I went up there and I smelt that vanilla smell the ranger told me about. That's a Ponderosa pine on top of Shiva Temple. Wow. All these Ponderosa pines and gullies make me feel like I'm not on a Shiva Temple, but come to think of it, the temple's almost 8,077 or something. Wow, they grow quite beautifully. This is a northern side of Shiva. I was trying to figure this out. And then I looked down on the ground, and there's one right there. It's a prickly pear. So I'm on the west side now, and down there that's Dragon Canyon, and you'll see a junction right in the middle, and another, if you look carefully, canyon going up to the right behind that promontory. That's a crystal. So that in there is the crystal drainage. Can't see it. I've been in there. That's the Dragon Head on Dragon Ridge there. And just below that and to the left, there's just a slant talus through the Coconino. I'll be darned, if you wanted to, you could get through the Coconino there. Don't know where you'd go. So now I'm on the westmost end. All of that Shiva. And there's the saddle. There's this slanted Coconino to get down there. There's the north rim. And then looking into Dragon Canyon. And that long ridge at the top of the screen is that Dragon Ridge. Wow. There's a knife edge to that point. I'll be damned. I don't believe it. I got the tent from the west side of Shiva. Check this shot out. I was so hoping I could find it. It was really hard to find. I was a little bit farther west and it was behind a tree. I didn't think I could get it, but I got it. Isn't that amazing? Oh. That's where I started today. It's like 2 o'clock, time for me to start heading down. That's the route up to the top, right? Right there. Anyway, that's the cairn signifying the top of the Coconino Route. So I have to go down through here. And as you can see, it's really steep. Well, here's the big detached block. Eventually we're going down there, but not this way. That's straight down. Okay, that nice window is part of the big detached block here. So this for me is the crux. It's right there. And I think I might line the pack. Thought you guys would get a kick out of this. There's the pack. So this is my emergency lining. It's 3 pieces of clothing, 2 shirts and some pants. So this is that Coconino shelf. We're at the bottom now. And you traverse right off of it. There's the saddle. And that's where Jay and his friend Joe, I think, they camped right under there and gave me a quart of water. Here's my pack, a little day pack. That's about 2 feet high for scale. And I'm going to walk right up here. Usually in the middle, that flat lowered area is where they would put the things they wanted to roast. Well, there's the last sunlight. So from my camp down in the saddle there, I walked along the saddle then started climbing up the little talus to the right of the little waterway. Then at the base of the Coconino I traversed to the left at the base. Then you can see I traversed back right on that shelf. There's a a really good shot of that shelf. So you traverse right just about to the corner, and then you pretty much work your way up through all that broken stuff. It's just a class 4 kind of like a little bouldering that I do. Anyway, that's what it looks like. And then that's the top. And then from the top, you kind of go along the ridge. And then you traverse to the right of the cap up there, the kaibab. And then you traverse over into the forest. I'm kind of losing the light here. There you can see it better. That forested talus, and then you're up on top. Pretty amazing, huh? Wow. An island in time. I climbed this no-name butte. It's just a real nice view of the saddle there and Shiva. Very nice.